So you're sick and tired of your job, you've been hanging out on social media, you've been on YouTube, you want to start your own business, but don't start a business until you watch this video right here. Let me tell you a few things about business. Now, I don't care what that guru told you. I don't care what that kid flashing all his money says, or how fancy all these videos and people driving around in Lambos and flying around in private jets. I don't care what any of that says. I have the real lowdown on the business stuff right here, right now. You need to watch the rest of this video because I have to tell you this. What you're seeing from all these high flyers out there, you're seeing the highlight reel. You're seeing where they are at now as they are successful. They are there successful now, but they've put in years and years of work to get to that point. You are not going to be there tomorrow, okay? And I know a lot of people think that in the beginning, I know that they have the common sense. They're like, well, of course, it's not like a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not going to be overnight. I'm willing to put the work in. But I'm here to tell you in this video right here exactly how much work you're going to do. I'm here to tell you exactly what it takes to succeed online. So if you don't know who I am, you're new to the channel, I'm the infamous Joel, and your boss hates me because I show you how to live a life of freedom, passion, and fulfillment. And if you're infamous too, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's go. So I have these 5 tips that I came up with to get you to learn and understand exactly what you need before you even think about starting to get into business, before you even think about becoming an entrepreneur. And I thought this would be a perfect time to tell you guys all about it. So sit back, relax, and let the infamous Joel tell you what you need to know. Number 1, don't start a business if you don't have money. Now, I want you to know this lesson for the rest of your life. I want you to keep this in your head, in your heart, and your soul. I want you to understand that you can only ever get things done in 3 ways in life, okay? 3 ways. Number 1, you can get it done fast. Number 2, you can get it done cheap. And number 3, you can get it done right. Now, the thing about these 3 is that you can have 2 of them, but you can never have all 3 at the same time. And that's what everybody wants. I want it done fast, cheap, and done right. But you can't have all 3 at the same time. So in order to get into business and have it be successful very quickly, you're going to need a lot of money in order to get it done fast. And you're going to need even more money to get it done right. So you can have fast and right at the same time, but it's going to take a whole lot of investment. Now, in order for you to get it done cheap, it can be done. But guess what? You can have it done cheap, but if you want it done cheap and fast, it won't be done right. If you want it cheap and done right, it's not going to be fast. And therein lies the problem. Because a lot of people want to get into online business and have it be cheap and have it done right. The problem with that is, guess what? It's not going to be done fast, so you need to still keep the lights on and be able to pay your bills. It's going to take a very, very long time in order for you to start making any significant profit if you're not willing to invest. Again, not to say that it can't be done, but now what you're doing is investing your time. You're going to invest something. You're going to invest your money or you're going to invest your time. So if you want it done cheap and done right, then you're going to be investing a lot of time. It's not going to be fast. So you need to get out of this delusional mindset where you're thinking, okay, I'm going to spend $100 and 3 months from now, I'm going to be making thousands of dollars every week. Not going to happen. That's going to take an enormous amount of time and hard work in order for you to get to that point because you're not willing to invest. Now, if you're willing to invest, and there's a lot of ways out there for you to get started and start making money quicker than most people. Number 1, finding a mentor, which is not cheap, but finding the right mentor can get you somewhere fast and done right. I have a link in the description below and up here where you can learn all about my mentorship program. And you can get started with this system called affiliate marketing. And to me, it is the easiest and best way for a beginner to get started making money online. So if you need money right now, then I promise you, starting a business is not going to solve that problem. It's going to create more problems. You need to get a job. You need to get a job and you need to get paid weekly or bi-weekly. And if you still want to start a business, then the time that you have outside of your job, you need to be building your business, whether it be investing in your business with money or investing in your business with time. But you need to be spending something outside of your job in order to get your business up and running. That is the safe and smart way to do it. You have your job keeping the lights on, but when you're off work, you are building your future. You are working on your business on the side. That's the right way to do it. I came home with $50 in my pocket, but I didn't make my business work just like that. I had to keep a day job. I was a forklift operator. And when I kept my day job, I worked at this business for about 8 months until I started making some good profit. And then I was able to quit my job. But I worked really, really, really hard in order to get to that point. It was not easy. I did not just push a button. It wasn't something where I just flipped the switch and all of a sudden I was making money. I worked every single day for 8 months when I was not at work, and even sometimes while I was at work. But while I was not at work, I was working really, really hard on my business, and I was setting myself up for the future. And then finally, I was able to quit my job because I could make a full-time income online. But that is not typical, and be ready to work really, really hard in order to get to that point, because it is not easy. I'm living proof, and I'm telling you it's not easy. So what I'm saying at the end of the day is, don't start a business out of that desperation mindset, like I really need money and therefore I should start a business. You should already have money, and you should already be able to pay the bills, keep the lights on, feed your kids, etc. Then you start a business. A business is not an emergency switch. It is hard work. Number 2, do not start a business when you don't understand the industry. Too often I have people come to me every single day and they're like, I want to do what you're doing, and have no idea what I'm doing, have no idea how it works, and they just want to start right now. They've seen all these Instagram influencers and all these YouTubers flying around in private jets, throwing money all over the screen, and they don't even understand the first thing about what they're doing. They're not willing to learn. They just want to start doing whatever it is that they're doing today, and they don't want to take the time to educate themselves. Understand that the 2 best assets that you have in life are time and your mind. Okay? You need to treat your time with respect, and you need to treat your brain, your mind with respect. Okay? And those 2 things that combined, your time and the education that you fill your head with in that time, is what gets you success. So really sit down and take the time to learn how a specific industry online works. If you want to build an online business, then take time to learn. Every single day I learn, I read, I implement. I'm always improving. I want to know all the ins and outs of my industry. I want to be a top expert. And in order for that to happen, I really need to take learning seriously and be willing to look stupid, because if you're just starting out learning and you're putting yourself out there, you're going to look stupid. You're not going to know everything that you're doing right away, right from the beginning. But you're testing things out. You're testing the waters. You're trying to figure out what your voice is. You're trying to figure out how you fit into whatever industry you're trying to get into. If you're trying to get into teach people fitness online, then you have to be willing to put out content out there, put out Instagram videos, show people how to do push-ups, whatever it may be. But learn how the fitness online industry works. Buy courses. Invest in having a mentor. Invest your time in watching as many videos or reading as many blogs and things like that, to learn how it all works, how to put it all together. You can't start from A and jump all the way to Z. You have to get everything in between. Number 3, don't start if you don't have stamina. What do I mean by that? You have to have a high threshold for pain to make it in business and entrepreneurship. You have to be thick-skinned, because there's going to be a lot of days that are going to beat you down. Other people are going to beat you down. You're going to beat yourself down. Friends and family are not going to understand what the hell it is that you're doing. There's going to be a lot of days that you're going to want to quit because you're not seeing results right away. But realistically, that's how business works. Business is built to not see results immediately. It takes time. You need to build up these assets, build up these pieces of real estate. This video that I'm making right now is going to exist on YouTube forever until the end of YouTube. Okay, but it's building an asset for the future. You need to be able to deal with that suffering. There is no success without suffering. Understand that. Now, certain people are just built to withstand those things. I spent 7 years in a state penitentiary, and that's why I can deal with pain for a long period of time. In that 7 years, I knew and I understood looking forward that in a few years, if I just keep my head down and I do what I'm supposed to do, I'm going to be released from prison. So I apply that same spirit to my business. I know that if I keep my head down and I do the things that I'm supposed to do, and I study and I work hard, then I'll see the fruits of my labor eventually. But not everybody's built like that because of conditioning and school and the way that they were brought up. They're built for immediate gratification. They're built for, as soon as I do something, I need to see results right away. Unfortunately, in any business, especially online business, that does not happen. I come across people every single day who struggle. They look for shortcuts. They want to run ads. They want to buy scammy products. They want to try to look for all these different things instead of leveling up and doing the things that they need to do to be better marketers, be better business people, be better at understanding their audience, how to deliver good content, how to offer up the best products and services. They want to look for shortcuts because they want immediate results. It doesn't work that way. So you have to be built strong. You have to be built to withstand pain. And the people that can do that are the people that are going to be super successful in any industry. Number 4, Do not start a business if you want more free time. Because yes, eventually you can have free time. Eventually you will be making enough money where you can go on vacation. You can just take care of your family and sit around for a little while. You might even get some level of passive income where you feel safe just taking a hiatus for a few weeks. But until then, you are not going to have any free time. You're going to be working hard on your business all the time. I heard one time that entrepreneurs are people who will work really hard for a short amount of time in order to never have to work again. And to a degree, that's true. You're going to be working really hard for 5, 10 years and then never have to work again. But it's going to be a lot of work. You're going to work a lot more than any employee has ever worked in that span of time. But just know that the rewards is you're going to retire early and never have to worry about money again. You're also going to secure the future of not just your generation, but generations after you. Your kids and your kids' kids will now have something that you can hand down to them. But if you're starting a business from the standpoint of I want to have more free time, then you're not really understanding how much work you need to put into this. The standpoint and the thinking should be, I want to work a ton. I want to work 24/7 so that eventually I can have free time. Number 5, do not start a business if you don't want to close. A lot of people get into the sales and business industry and don't want to be salesmen. They don't want to sell. Well, guess what? How the hell do you think you're going to make money unless you're transferring money from that other person's pocket into your own pocket? You do need to get good at sales. You do need to become a salesman. Luckily, what most people think about sales is actually not true. It's not about putting on a checkered suit and going and being all spammy and scammy and talking really fast and doing all this weird stuff. That's not what sales is all about. Sales is about finding people with a specific pain and offering them a solution to that pain. So in that sense, you're actually helping people. But if you're afraid to ask, closed mouths don't get fed. You're not going to go out there and just hope that people will find you. You need to put yourself out there. You need to get in conversations. You need to go talk to people. Figure out what they're all about. What are they going through? How can I offer help? What can I do in order to give you value so that you can exchange your money for my value? I've actually had someone tell me one time, tell me what your service is all about and don't be all salesy. Well, then I told him, go away, because if you're looking to be a great salesman and if you're looking to build a business online, but you don't want to be sold to, then how can I help you? Because I'm going to show you how to do sales. So if you don't want your mentor, your coach, and the person who's showing you how to sell, you don't want them to be salesmen, then you are in the wrong industry and you are asking the wrong questions. That's like going to the doctor's office and saying, doctor, I'm sick, but don't be all doctory. Don't tell me what I need to take and how I should help myself. Just give me the medication. I told him flat out that this industry is not for you and I think we should part ways. I don't know what he did after that, but ain't nobody got time for that. So, with all that being said, now that you know what it takes to be successful in online business, and you know my recommendation is for you to start with affiliate marketing. It's the way that I got started. It's the way that I recommend everyone to get started. You can find out more about it here or in the description below. I'm the infamous Joel and I'm out.